Stop chasing. Welcome to another lock-in session, right? February 20th, right? We are nearing the end of the month. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? What them profits looking like? As y'all come in here today, let me know where you're chiming in from. Let me know how your day was today. Let me know what color your shirt is. I don't know. Just put some comments in there, man, because the comments is what get the algorithm going. That's really all we doing it for. We know where y'all from. I'm gonna be real. How y'all feeling? Hey, y'all, listen. If y'all the Prosperity Collective, man, I love y'all, man. Y'all had me. I ain't gonna lie, y'all had me dying laughing today in the group. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right. Doop, 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 doop. Hit that button. Hit that like button as you come in, okay? This is all about, us coming and looking at the charts, looking and seeing what is opportunistic that we can take, whether it's for today, whether it's for next week. All right. So every day, Monday through Friday, 11:30 Pacific, 2:30 Eastern, I will be on here going over profitable setups. If you have not watched the live, go back and revisit. Some of them is so much information in there that you would pay thousands for, and I'm giving it to you for free. Okay. Like this as you come in. Boop. Get a pen and a paper out. Be ready to take some notes. Open up your ears, your mind, your heart. We about to go in. All right, who we got in here? Nawan, how you feeling, Nawan? QTZ, what's going on? QTZ, what's up? How y'all feeling? How are y'all feeling? Yeah, today in the market was a very interesting day. I personally didn't take any trades because when it gets like this, when setups get blown up and things are not moving the way that you know that they can move, you have to decide that you're going to just kind of like play the sidelines. I think one of the best signs of a trader, right, of a trader's skill set is how quickly they can make a decision to be like, you know what, this ain't it. All right, we don't got to catch them all. All right. Again, as y'all coming in, man, hit that one time for me. It was very entertaining. Hey, Noah, listen, y'all was in there, man. y'all are some funny people, yo. I'm gonna be real. Y'all had me in here dying laughing in the Prosperity Collective earlier. KP too, I see you. Y'all funny. Talking about y'all dating life and what's going on out there in the world in the dating scene. What's up, family? I've been out of pocket for a minute, but slowly coming back. Hey, welcome back, Arlita. Welcome back. Listen, we all go through like ebbs and flows and seasons and all that stuff, so I get it. As long as you find your way back, you're great. Brittany, how you feeling, Brittany? Miss Virgo, what's going on? How you feeling? All right, so yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Again, y'all, today was not the greatest day for the market. Again, I decided. Are they trying to get in? Sometimes it be sounding like room service trying to come in. Today was not the greatest day for the market, so I was like, you know what? I'm sitting on the sidelines. I'm gonna let it do what it does, and that's it. Pixel B, how you feeling? Good to see y'all, man. Yeah, I was literally we went from trading to low key having a relationship podcast today in the Prosperity Collective. One of the members was needing a little bit of assistance, so we had to shift into therapy mode to make sure he got what he needed. Ant, what's going on, brother? How you feeling? All right, y'all. So look, I'm just gonna quickly do this, man. I'm gonna quickly, for all those who are tuning in for the first time, I want to say that it is it's very important to get involved in a community, right? Not just any community, but a community that is going that way, right? That way. All right. When I was trading and learning for the first time, I didn't have that. I was around a couple people, but they wasn't a community. We was just all taking random plays with our whole account and risking it all. Right. Then I joined some other communities and I realized that they didn't really care much about what we had going on. It was just like they just trying to get them subscriptions every month, which is nothing wrong with, but there should be an even exchange. Or if there ever is an imbalance in the exchange, it should be that of the teacher pouring more into. That's just my perspective, right? So in the Prosperity Collective, man, we get profits like this on a consistent basis. As long as there's nothing crazy going on in the market, we're gonna make sure that we hit the market. All right. We will also let you know when there's something crazy going on in the market. Just look at this 57, 90%, right? We'll let you know when there's something crazy going on in the market to help you avoid it. My man Doc scored, 2,100 and then 2,300, right? Beautiful day for for the Doc. Mimi got a 40% or a 30%, right? Ugh. Look at Maul, 354% on Amazon calls, right? That was something that I was talking about this morning. I didn't actually take the play, but we had a few students that took it, and that was on my watch list, and they scored big on it. 60% for King Quarry, right? Beautiful, beautiful trades. We got another honey bun. Oh, Ant, I didn't know you hit a honey bun today, Ant. Hold up, Ant. When we come back, Ant got the honey bun. Hey, Ant, you got a honey bun today? Is this your first honey bun? Ash, how you feeling? Doop. She said TPC is well. Listen, I'm telling you, we well rounded out here, right? Well balanced. We gonna sauce you up in every aspect of life. We gonna have fun. We're gonna make money like this. We're gonna get honey buns like this, right? It's just a really beautiful situation. All right, it's a really beautiful situation. All right, so I just wanted to let y'all know that, man. Like those who are here for the first time, if you've been watching my stuff, right? If you've been, all over YouTube trying to figure out how to trade, look no further, right? And I don't say this, just like, oh, we got we're not just saying it. We're talking about from a factual perspective, right? Every single day we coming in, we hitting it hard. Like I said, unless there's something crazy going on in the market, in which I will normally advise you all not to take trades or to just be very cautious in your trading. All right. Hey, hey, Ash, you got up out of there a little too soon. We was having a good old time in there, yeah. we was. I wish we could record. I don't know. Can you record? I gotta ask Zay if you can record. The day. I think we're gonna start doing that, man. Matter of fact, let me hit him right now. Hold up. Hey, bro, real quick, can you record the voice, like the daily voice lives that we do? That might be something we want to kind of just like keep in the archives. You know what I'm saying? Is it possible to record that? Let me know. I'm curious because today was a good one. I'm feeling good. QTZ, appreciate it. You said you ain't taking no trades either. There we go. Night. Did you make out good in Walmart? Darrell, what up, man? Liz, how you feeling? You said after sitting out yesterday, I took a flyer on that Amazon at the end of the yesterday and it cashed out perfect. There you go. There you go. All right, let's see what we got up in here. What we got up in here. All right, there's a few things I want to look at. Give me just 1 second. Just trying to pull up the chart. Man, Google put in work today. If there was a play, it was that. If there was a play, it was Google. We'll talk about that in a second. Hold on. We'll talk about that in just a second. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm about to flip over to these charts for y'all. We can see you just walked away with $100. Okay, cool. Got right out of open, easy 25%. There we go. Yeah, way to get up out of there. Way to get up out of there. All right. All right, y'all. So I got AMD pulled up. AMD is really struggling to go higher, which is a good thing, right? It rejected off this fair value gap today. So I really think that next week, this downside gap fill is really going to be in play, right? It had a bounce and a reversal, but I think we may knock out this double bottom situation. So there's definitely nothing to just take right now. There's no swing options available or anything like that. But definitely have AMD on your radar. Again, the 190.97. That is the main level that we are watching for. 190.97. Write that down. When we get a break of that, make sure your alerts are on. We are going to have a really nice opportunity to make some good money to the downside. All right. Definitely put that on your radar. Of course, Netflix. Oh, Netflix had a pretty big day today. Ooh, hold up. Uh-oh. Hold on. Are we activated, y'all? We might be activated today, y'all. Hold up. It looked like we closing outside the wedge, y'all. Netflix bid for Warner Brothers is 82.1, facing pressure from Paramount offer, which includes a delay fee and a coverage of Netflix too. Like, we might be in a good situation here, y'all. All right, so man, what is all this stuff? What's going on with Netflix is we got a bullish engulfing, right? We got a bullish engulfing, and it looks like we're getting a close outside of the falling wedge. I like this a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like this a lot. Let me look into this story real quick. I want to see this full story. Hold on. Here's what Paramount would do for Netflix to walk away from Warner Brothers deal. This is Paramount pushes its price above 32 per share. Netflix may be too disciplined to continue bidding on something that's not a must-have. Testified before Senate committee earlier this month. I'm gonna tell y'all something else. When a great company goes and testifies, there's usually a paper trail. What I want y'all to do is I want y'all to go look at the what's that website, y'all? Help me out with this one. What's the website? I think it's like Unusual Whales or something like that, where you can see what the Congress people are buying. When I just read that one sentence and I see that Netflix is actually testifying in this bidding war, they testified before a Senate committee. You know how this is how stories start that create multimillionaires, right? Meta had this same situation when they were going through a merger and acquisition, right? When they were dealing with just basic stuff. Usually when this is my theory, when a company goes to Senate, and I mean there's all like they go and talk to Senate for various different reasons, right? I remember a friend of mine is actually he's actually like a high ranking person over at what is the name of that healthcare company? Cigna, right? So Cigna. And they had to go and like testify and stuff like that. Afterwards, you saw the stock like skyrocket, right? Meta, same thing, right? Netflix, same thing. I'm not saying every single company that goes does that, but typically when a company has been beat down for a long time, a lot of times it's as a result of all this digging that they have to do and all this opening of their books that they have to do, because there's there may be like some sort of merger lawsuit or whatever. Anytime you get into some sort of legal uh spout, right, or bout I should say, there's usually like a downtrend with the stock. So that's happening with Netflix. I would go to see on Unusual Whales if there's any congressional people that are starting to dump money into Netflix, right? Netflix is down significantly. If we get this closure, this may be the start of the major reversal. We've been talking about this for weeks, y'all. This wedge has been drawn for. We have not gotten a closure outside of it like this, right? Netflix is down. Let's see. I'm gonna give you the exact amount that it's down. I might swing Netflix today, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. If we can close like this, hold on, man. This thing acting funny today. All right, let's pull that ruler tool out. Let's pull that ruler tool. Come on, man. Netflix down 42%. Come on. A company like Netflix being down 42%. I'm thinking leaps. I'm thinking leaps if we can close outside of this wedge. It already came and tested the order block right here, created a bullish engulfing on the day. This is one I want y'all to watch out for if y'all in the Prosperity Collective. I'm probably going to wind up taking this. Also, for those out there who may be listening, I want you to understand that this is not financial advice. All right, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, so I couldn't possibly be giving out financial advice because that's what they do, right? I'm a YouTuber. I don't really even know what I'm talking about. I just be like rolling the dice on this shit. I ain't gonna lie. All right, I rolling the dice and I just be getting lucky. All right, so if you do decide to take a trade or something that was inspired by me or something that you heard, make sure that you're doing it with your own mind. Make sure you are taking your time to do your own due diligence, your own research, and you are making that decision because you see something that you think makes sense, not because I said it on here. All right. But Netflix is looking good though, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. And honestly, what would really do it for me would be if it could, if it could close like, I know it's a little stretch for the day, but if it could close at like 79.50 to $80, that would be so perfect. That would be so perfect. Yeah, this is looking good, y'all. This might be y'all first. If you ain't got a honey bun yet, this might be it for you. Yep, 190.97. That's for AMD. Yep. Stoic you at work tuning in? There we go. Yep. Wise, what's going on? Again, as y'all come in, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. All right. Right now I'm talking about Netflix, right? If you're just joining, Netflix has a really, really big opportunity to go crazy over the next few weeks and months, right? We close bullish outside of this falling wedge. We're talking about coming back up to like $90, 90 something bucks, right? We're talking about 20 something dollar movements, possibly even more to get up here into the $100 range. All right. So I really like that. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see what Meta's talking about. I'm not really feeling better. Hood. Let's see what we got on Hood. Hood is looking a little rejecty off this bearish order block. Listen, y'all, this is another great opportunity. If Hood, and I'm talking about to the downside, it could be great to the upside too. But if Hood can drop below here, 70.50, it's go time. If it can drop below 70.50, it will. It'll come down to about 66, about 66, $67, about $67, right? So to the downside, the level for Hood is 70.48, a closure below that. To the upside, we would want to see a closure above $80, right? Downside 70.50, upside $80. Make sure y'all write that down. All right, big movements available for both directions. This is really good. Y'all see all these fair value gaps to the upside. All right, big movement to the downside, big movement to the upside. It's really a toss up, but it is rejecting off of this bearish order block here, so we could see a nice fall in the following week. All right, let's see what Palantir is talking about. What is Palantir talking about? Yep, downside is still in play, y'all. It's still in play. Palantir has been having a pretty hard time getting up. Looks like Palantir needs some hymns, man. Palantir has had a tough time. So it came down, went up, came down, and now it's kind of consolidating. Level for Palantir, y'all write this down, would be 126.18. 126.18 closure below that would be would open it up to the downside. Right? For the upside, we would need to see a close above 140.79. I would just call it 141. Right? A close of 141, opens that back up to complete that double bottom to the upside, and we'll come somewhere in the fair value gap, possibly the very top of it. All right, so that's the play for Palantir. Let's see. Shopify had a pretty good day today. It was actually up a lot higher than this. It rejected quite a bit today. Damn, it was up here at 131. Rejected almost $5, or more than $5 actually. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be interested to see how this closes, because this could also be wanting to create like a triple bottom, right? If it fails this and then comes all the way back down here, we could be in a triple bottom situation, right? Also, if it fails here and we get a bullish, well, I wouldn't say a bullish confirmation, because a bullish confirmation on this would have to already be in the fair value gap. So yeah, with Shop, I want to kind of wait to see how this closes, because it also could just, in the last 30 minutes just pump and come back to recover the high of day. So yeah, there's no move on Shopify today, but we'll see how it closes and get back to it next week. I'm really interested to see if it wants to finish filling this gap here. Okay, let's see. Enphase had a pretty good day. What's going on here? I still got this big gap to fill to the downside. I got a feeling this is gonna stay open for a little while. What else did I want to look at? Yeah, Netflix is the golden one though. That's the main watch. Ooh. I might swing Apple, yo. If Apple closes like this, I'll swing it. Yeah. If Apple closes like this, I'll swing it. Straight up. Let me see something real quick. Yeah. Yeah, this could be a really good swing right here, y'all. Failure to go lower, right? It wants to go and fill this fair value gap up here, closing on a bullish engulfing, right? We gotta bounce off of this right here. We thought it might have been some version of a bear flag, but it looks like it wants to actually make its way up. Let's look at this on the 4 hour. Oh yeah. Yeah, this looks really clean up to about 268. Let me see something real quick. Yeah. And look, some may call this a double bottom, right? It's a little off, but it still has the double bottom structure, right? A double bottom is not always the exact same level. I want y'all to understand that. So this looks like it's more of a double bottom. So I do like Apple. Apple and Netflix are two that I'm thinking about taking before the market closes. And again, I will update you guys on if I decide to do that. It just needs to close in this manner. But these are solid opportunities. All right, I'm gonna flip back to y'all and see what y'all want to see. What are some stocks y'all would like me to go over on this lovely Friday? It says what the fuck, bro? This. How can you understand market conditions? I don't know who this is. Abhinav? I don't even know I don't even know how to say that. I don't know what you're saying. Speak clearly. How long for Netflix? So Netflix. I'm looking at leaps to next year. So January 2027. Apple would be 2 weeks. Yeah, Apple would be 2 weeks. I know, right? Yeah, when the bots start coming in, that's when you know you're a problem. Exactly, Wise. All right, y'all. So we got coin. All right, I'm gonna get to coin. What else y'all want to see? All right. Nvidia and Meta. Okay. So Nvidia, Meta. Okay. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So we'll go coin. I believe coin was first. So we'll go coin. Let's get a good analysis of this. All right. We must have had some jumps in crypto. Mm. Yeah. I think we're gonna go on cruise control to the upside with Coinbase. Now we got the double bottom here. Got all these fair value gaps to come fill to the upside. Let me see what Bitcoin is looking like. Let's see. Hmm. You know what? Let me actually adjust this. Let's start up here so we can get a little bit more long term. As a matter of fact, let me do this. Let me delete that. Delete that. Okay. Oh no, what did I just? All right. We'll actually start from here. All right. Yeah. So Bitcoin still has a little bit of work to do to change trend direction, right? It's in a consolidation right now. It's also in a bearish order block. It's also still below the bearish trend line, so it could still get ugly to the downside. It had a decent day today, so that's what made Coinbase perform. Let's go back to Coinbase. That's what made Coinbase perform like it did today, up 3.3%. But it could fall. So right, Coinbase could come and fill this fair value gap. There's never a way to be 100% sure until we get more confirmation. But right now, Bitcoin looks too bearish for me to be interested in Coinbase calls. Even though I do believe it will come and fill these gaps, right? It's not enough data to support the upside for Coinbase when it comes to Bitcoin, which is what a lot of it is rooted in. So for now, Coinbase is a no go for me, even though I had a good day today. We can't throw all our eggs in something just because it had a good like one good day. But it does have the potential to do really well if Bitcoin can get above that bearish order block. Let me give y'all that exact level. So watch for this. Again, Bitcoin is a 24-hour market, so these things could change over the weekend, right? So definitely want to be cautious at this level. This 74,000, right up here. If it can get above 74,000, it's back in play for me. Is Coinbase is back in play. And Bitcoin is back in play, and you can see it possibly make its way back up to 100,000 from that point. So this is actually a major area. It's a major test that's taking place right here. If it fails this, we talking about Bitcoin coming down to possibly see 55,000. All right. So that's Coinbase for you. What else did y'all ask for? Woo! Hit that like button. There we go. How you feeling, Jamie? You say you missed y'all this morning. Nah, we had a great one this morning. This morning this morning was a real funny one. I'll just say that. We was in there cutting up. All right, BAC. All right, BAC. Bank of America. Hmm. Hmm. This could be a this could be a double bottom that's formed, and we could be pushing up. Um, yeah, I would need to see to be interested in the upside. I would need to see Bank of America clear like $54. Anything prior to that, I wouldn't be interested in it to the upside at all. And I'm not really too into anything to the downside on Bank of America. I don't really see anything clean here. So, yeah, level of $54 would be when I would start to consider Bank of America very bullish and strong momentum. Until then, there's really nothing. You could possibly get some rejections in this gap, in this fair value gap, which is also an order block. But for right now, there's nothing that says like get into this stock right now. For me, it does have a higher high, but again, I don't like taking calls into a bearish order block. That's just one of my rules. So when something like that works out, you'll never see me catching a play into a bearish order block. So I would just, if it worked out, I would just be missing that play. All right. Again, y'all, as y'all come in, y'all hit that like button. All right. I'll never ever gatekeep, levels or information or anything like that. Don't gatekeep these likes, right? Just something as simple as just taking your finger and just hitting a button is all I ever ask of you. And if that's too difficult for the amount of hours and attention that I put into this to make sure that you have what you need to go and be successful on your own, I don't know what to tell you. All right. Y'all hit that like button for me. It'd be greatly appreciated. Boop! All right. What else we got? QQQ. Meta. I think I went over Meta, Liz. We can look at it again. But I'm pretty sure I went over Meta. Oh, I think I just briefly was just like I didn't go over it. I was just like I don't really like it. I don't really like Meta. Not here. There's nothing here. It's rejecting. It just filled a fair value gap here. It's starting to reject. Yeah, not really too much of a fan of it. There's not enough here to let me know like what's really going on. Yeah, we got a little bit of a reversal. But it's still in a downtrend if you ask me. Right? So let me just go, like I said, go old school and just draw the trend line. All right. I'm telling y'all, look, trend lines make trading so easy. It's disgusting how easy trading gets when you just draw trend lines. It tells you everything you need to know. Like we do all this extra stuff. Just throw a trend line on it every time frame. When you see a trend, throw the line on it. When you get a break of the trend, you got something. All right. So right now, Meta is, it's still in a little short term downtrend. Until it gets on the other side of this, I'm not interested. All right. So y'all draw y'all trend lines on y'all daily time frame, and we'll see if it continues to fall, to come down to this order block at 578, or if at some point it breaks over here and then starts to, make its way up higher and even tries to retrace up to 740. All right. Or 730, I should say. I guess, yeah, that'd be about 733. So, I mean, this order block is between, it's a pretty big range. We're talking about 730 to about 750. So, yeah, if we can get outside of this trend line, close, then all right, I'd be like, okay, we really are starting a trend. And then what I would do is I would draw a uptrend on this side, right? Once we get into an uptrend, then I'll connect the dots on on the trend going upward. And we just continue doing that so we can always be aware of just like what's taking place, in the market at a given time. All right. Okay. We had QQQ next, right? QQQ. No, that ain't it. Hold up. QQQ looks pretty bullish. Bullish in golfing. Coming off the double bottom. Yeah, looks like it might want to come and retest this fair value gap up at 614. It's not a bad swing. Yeah, it's not a bad swing. It's not the greatest, but I could see QQQ coming up here next week. I will have to go check the volume on that, like see if there's any, see how many orders are coming in for next week's contracts. But yeah, it looks pretty bullish here. Looks like it's rejecting at the mean. Yeah, it's like I said, it's okay. It's not a bad take, but it's not the absolute greatest setup. I would need to see a little bit more next week to see how it plays out. Let's see. What y'all talking about over here? You say USAR, okay. Like hot sauce. I put the straight up. Johnny, what's going on, man? Y'all funny. Y'all are some true comedians in this prosperity collector, I tell you. Y'all had me rolling this morning, man. I'm still laughing. I ain't gonna be. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still laughing at some of the shit I was saying. Damn. Google was a. Woo. Google went crazy today. God. All right. All right. So we looked at QQQ. Y'all got anything else y'all want to see? It's a Friday, y'all. So like I said, I'm more focused on we went over. It was kind of a weird day. I got two plays that I think are going to work out really well. That's Apple, swinging Apple and swinging Netflix. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to like really go and do some like deep diving on this, and then I'm gonna jump into the Prosperity Collective at about 12:40, and I'm gonna call the play for y'all. All right, we're gonna call the play. I'm gonna let you know whether it's a go or not. All right, but I think that we're gonna see some crazy movement on both Netflix and Apple. He said, "Hi Marcel." He said, "I was driving when you mentioned swinging Apple. I got a call and missed what you're thinking. Are you considering taking off a daily bullish 3 or wait for the 2?" No, I'm liking the bullish in golfing. I'm liking the bullish in golfing. Up to this fair value gap. So. Oh, I'm looking at Netflix. Hold up. Let me go to Apple. It's the same thing. They both have bullish engulfings. But this bullish engulfing up to this fair value gap here, or this order block right here. So, we could get about $4 out the deal, I believe. I really like this. It may even open up higher, right? We could gap up. This is a really strong bullish day with a failure to go lower. So that's a lot of momentum, right? Look at where we opened and look at where we closed. That's a lot of momentum to the upside, coming off the order block. So we're not even coming back to retest this. This is like it's ready to go. So I like Apple a lot. I think I'm definitely going to take that. And that would be 2-week contracts. I'm gonna get on that. So probably like out to March, the first week of March. Nah, for sure, Mikey. Denisha said SoFi Palantir for longer term position. Absolutely. All day. SoFi and Palantir for long term all day. You can continue adding the Palantir as that comes down. I think we may see 108 on Palantir. But we'll see. So, yeah, let me know I'm at work and I'm sending the TPC. Yeah, I got you, Zay. I got you. Yeah, I'll put it in the group for sure. Like I said, just give me a little bit of time because I want to go look at a few other things like some news and stuff like that. Just to make sure we on point with it. But I think these are really two really good opportunities that we can get into. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I'm actually gonna leave it there, y'all. I'm gonna keep my focus on that. Again, I will drop in the Prosperity Collective in about 20 minutes, and I will let y'all know for sure the specific details of those two plays. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here now, though. It's been an amazing week, right? If you're not in the Prosperity Collective, man, Prosperity, can y'all come on? Can y'all just talk to them real quick, man? Just talk to the people who are just, it's their first time. They're learning how to trade. They got a little bit of money, and they like, you know what? I don't want to get this wrong. A lot of people are approaching things from a fear-based perspective for good reason, right? You might have been burned. You might have gone to a group that did you wrong. They might not have been able to answer your questions. You might have found yourself just unable to really get it. And you like, man, you know when somebody having a hard time when they start being like, man, these groups ain't nothing, man. They ain't really trying to teach you nothing of that. It do be true in some cases. But when you write off groups, it's almost like just because somebody hurt you in a relationship, you just done dating. You can't do that. You know you want love. You know you want to be cuddled at night. Who don't want to be cuddled at night? Is there anybody that don't want to be cuddled? If you don't want to be cuddled at night, somebody tell me. Right? You don't want somebody to rub they feet up on your legs. You don't want, you know what I mean? Like you don't enjoy watching movies. You see what I'm saying? Look at us like that, right? Don't give up hope on trading communities because you've been to a few that didn't work in your favor, right? Sometimes people don't have what you need. I believe that if you have questions, right? If you have a will to learn, right? There is a group out there for you, and I believe that it's the Prosperity Collective. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right. The link is in the bio. I'm sorry, I said bio. This ain't Instagram. It's in the description of all the videos here on my YouTube, right? It's in the description of this live video. It's in the description of any video that I've created. Go watch one, get some value, make a decision from there. But I'm telling you, we're halfway through the first quarter, and there's somebody that's not happy with their results, right? If you want to get happy with your results, at some point you got to make that decision. You can't stay on the fence forever. You can't stay kind of just like hesitant forever, or what's going to happen is the universe is going to make the decision for you. And it's usually not going to be the direction that you want to go in. So if you would like to be a part of a trading family, right, where you're able to learn, laugh, talk to them, y'all. We be in there cutting up, right? Making money in the process. Are we 1,100% perfect? Absolutely not. But each time there's ever any sort of mistake, we are in there together correcting it, right? We even today was not the greatest day in terms of, the market at large. So I decided not to take a trade, right? Some people may have taken trades, whatever. It's all good, but we're there to be like, hey, this not the greatest day. When I was trading as a new trader, I didn't know that every day wasn't the same. I thought it was just like an ATM. You just put your money in and get it out. I'm betting it all. I didn't know that there were market rotations, sector rotations, right? I didn't know that data impacted the way that markets were going to move. I didn't know about inflation. I didn't know about, the little small things that can give you an indication that this is not a good day to trade. I would have saved so much money. All right. So if you're watching this, you're on the fence, I'm telling you, get up off the fence. All right. Let's see what you're talking about in here. Yeah, I was gonna say, for us people at work, can you put this in the channel? No, I got you. It's going in the channel, Lynette. I'm never forgetting about my workers. All right, I know y'all out there getting money. All right, I got y'all. The last and only Discord you ever need. Hey, talk to him, Johnny. This is facts. There is no reason to struggle trading and trying to figure it out. Come on in. Come on in. Yeah, exactly. It said TBC is made for life. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Y'all go ahead and get on in here, man. It's been a pleasure, man. This, like I said, this week was great. Like I said, ended it on a no trade. Ended it on a high note. We're gonna come back and smack them again next week in this final week of the month, and then we go into March, right? Then we're going into we're going to be entering that last few weeks of the quarter, and then we're going to be in the second quarter of 2026, right? I hope y'all see how fast time is going. I hope y'all understand that, like, you got to keep adjusting and tweaking and reviewing. Again, matter of fact, for everybody that's in TPC and that shows up here consistently, who has been journaling, who has been doing weekly reviews. Y'all thought I was going to let y'all off the hook? Y'all thought I was going to be like, oh, it's okay not to. No. Take them out. Where y'all journals at? Right? Stay in the pocket. Right? Stay in that zone. I know it's easy to slip and stop doing the simple things. Because things are so simple, it's so easy to not do them. Right? Stay in there, locked in, keep writing, journaling, reviewing every week. Today is a Friday. You should be reviewing your P&L. You should be asking yourself a series of questions so that next week is not like this week, but better. If you focus on the week to week and just improving a little bit, what are you going to look like at the end of 52 weeks? A dog? A beast? But if you don't want to be a dog or a beast, then, just keep casually trading. You know what I mean? Just keep winging it. All right. It's always love, man. I appreciate y'all. You got to remember to invest smart so that you can live free. No, thank you. No room service. Thank you. I'll request down to the desk a little bit later. Thank you. Yeah, you got to invest smart so you can live free. All right. Investing smart is not just what you're doing with your fingers, right? It's not just the trading part. It's not just getting in and out of a trade, but it's also knowing when not to trade, right? It's also knowing when not to go heavy, right? It's also journaling. It's also reflecting. It's also asking yourself all these questions, right? Let's come on. Y'all got this. We not falling into old habits, right? We're not regressing. Right? You're going to slip a little bit. That's cool. Like, a stock can go up and pull back a little bit. You can make mistakes. No problem. But we not going below support. We are rigged to go up. We're not coming below support. So you can have a bad day. You can have a bad week, whatever. But you're not going to support the downside by not doing what you know you're supposed to be doing. All right? Simply put. All right? I love y'all. I'm going to see y'all next week. I'm out of here. Peace. Y'all have a good weekend.